We got a good question here. This is a good question. Question. Oh, dear, dear Mr. Celery, you fuckers. Am I insane for wanting to immigrate to America and try to live the American dream in 2020? Your recent mentioning of looking for a plan B to move elsewhere away from the U.S. before it goes to shit had got me reevaluating my own plans and wondering, am I delusional for wanting to live there? Will Biden or Trump getting reelected, accelerate or delay the collapse? Will all the BLM shit subside? Will people wake up from socialism? Am I fucked? Well, you're not fucked because you're not here. And it doesn't matter if Trump or Biden, I don't know if you knew this or not, Trump just printed off $2 trillion. Okay, I know everyone's, oh, Trump, Biden, oh my God, Trump is this right-wing. No, Trump is like a spend-happy Democrat on par with Lyndon B. Johnson. I got a mouth on him, but if you look at his actions, Democrats would be like totally happy with this guy, economically speaking. How much of a time scale do I got to ideally live the American dream? Traditional wife and American values. The traditional wife one. Seriously, that's funny. You could live American values, but a wife implies you find someone else. And they have really purged the ranks of young ladies. I presume you're a younger man. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're 17 years old. Yeah, no. You are nice. You're nice. You're a nice boy. Oh, look, Martha, come here. Look at the little 16-year-old Irishman. He's so cute. I can picture him in his cheeks. Oh, look. They blush because he's so white. He's a leprechaun. Look, Masha. All right. How much of a time scale do I got ideally to live the American dream, traditional wife and American values? Like minus 50 years ago. If there is one. I'm willing to work for it. It just means you get taxed more. I just don't want all that effort to be in vain because of a lack of foresight for me. I'm glad you're asking these questions at 17, kid. Alternatively, if I can't get that, I'd go to see the country and enjoy myself libertinely and figure out what to do after I'm done with that. Background, 17-year-old male born in Ireland. Parents, immigrants from Eastern Europe, former Soviet country, I find out. Let me know if you need more details why. Maybe it was all the movies and TV programmies. Maybe you could go and work as labor. Maybe it was me reading Reconnaissance Man and sort of that has got me this way. Maybe it's because I could see Ireland ending up the same as the UK. Either way, I have an indelible want to be in the US. Okay, look, I asked you if you came to the United States. You said no. All right, so that's your first step. All you've seen is what's been on the television or the boob tube of what the United States is like. And movies, or I don't know, you maybe watch The Great Escape or Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid. The United States is still one of the coolest countries to come visit. We have got some amazing and great national parks. We got some amazing and great highway systems. There's still some amazing and great culture. There's nothing wrong with visiting New York and checking out. There's nothing wrong with visiting Chicago. There's nothing wrong with chilling out on a beach in Florida. And you know me, I love the American West. But what's the variable in that is that you only need yourself to do that, to enjoy those things. I don't need a wife or a society to support me to go and hike at Badlands National Park. I don't need a wife or society to support me if I want to go, raft down the Green and Colorado rivers and inevitably make my way to Las Vegas. So there's a lot here to enjoy on your own that does not necessitate that you become a citizen or live here, long-term permanently. But if you are looking for a wife, like you want to invest as a citizen and become you want to become an American, but you want to live the traditional American lifestyle. No. And the main reason, I'm sorry we got to keep harping on it, but it's the number one thing in men's world. The women just aren't here. Even if you found a woman, and there's some guys out here who have these traditional women, then you got to live in this culture. And there is no Americans in America anymore. We have a bunch of spoiled little brats who live off of the hard work of previous generations, who are so bored and so petty and so small-minded and so evil and parasitic that they look and gaze at their belly button and like, oh, what color is my skin? Oh, what do I got here? What do I think I got here? I think I have a case of the mental ill. Oh my God, everyone give me money. I'm impressed because we're a nation of parasitic pussies. That's what Americans are now. This is not your rough and tumble World War II guys going and charging the beaches of Omaha or fighting off Anzio Annie or the Red Tails fighting out the Germans in the sky. Ain't none of that. Most Americans are spoiled parasitic pussies that want free shit. And on top of it, to think they're great and amazing on top of that. Like a government check isn't enough. I got to be an activist. I have to have my HR. I have to. What remnants of true American men exist and women are the STEM people and your engineers and your tradespeople. But even then, you go to Silicon Valley, they're all, oh my God, they value their fucking politics more in the politics of parasitism. That's it. Like we chat, the irony. I care about, no, you're championing parasitism. How effing boring. How pathetic. And they don't even give twice a thought that they're a hardcore engineer or the woman's a doctor. It's like, look at this thing. I think it's on Twitter, feminist doctors. Here are these really accomplished, impressive women. They're doctors, medical doctors. They couldn't care less about it. It's all about feminism. I'm like, my God, the irony to have a brain like that and the work ethic and the accomplishment. And then you salivate over something you were born with, a hole between your legs, instead of the fact you're a fucking medical doctor. That's America. And by the way, the number one thing you would like, a woman, no. No, they're not here. If you want, here's what you can do. You can go ahead, set up a dating profile on one of the American dating apps, set your range to the entire United States, have very precise requirements. But the age of 17, I won't do this because, well, one, you're not an adult, and two, you're not ready for marriage anyway. But if you want to go fishing in the American pond, what's great with the internet, you could take your fishing rod, you could cast it all the way across the Atlantic and fish in the United States without having to leave your home. And set your parameters wide and your requirements very narrow. Like, I am looking for a traditional woman. You must be Republican or conservative, simply not a Democrat. You might get 5 or 6 gals. Come here to the United States. Nail 2 birds with 1 stone. Go visit these girls. See if you like them. And in the meantime, go check out the United States. If you read Reconnaissance Man, you know where to go. And then you'll see the United States. You'll get the best out of the United States. Do you find a gal? You might find a gal. Then you can decide whether or not you want to stay in the United States or get your ass back to Europe. And that's what the Reconnaissance version 2.0, never let it get to pull off after all my other shit. Well, I'm going to go and find out where in the world people are just, it's not even where you could go and kick ass or where's the American dream. It's basically, where can I go to a culture that is traditional, it has its own culture, it's stable, and it leaves me the fuck alone. There's none of this psychoticness where everyone is so fucking obsessed about traits, about their gender or their race, in the stupid fucking politics. I want to go where I don't even get to vote. It'd be great. No, you guys decide this shit for me. I'm going to sit on this beach, making my first world income, buying at second or third world prices and supporting the local economy. I'm going to obey the law. I'm going to not chew gum. I'm not going to spit in Singapore or wherever I end up. And I'm going to obey you guys. Whatever the rules are, that's fine. I'll wear the traditional garb and I'll be off on my little hut. My little hut. And they say, oh, the American who lives in his little hut, but doesn't bother anybody lives there. Don't pester the old American. Let him live his life in peace. And that's what I'm going to do. But you got youth. You got time on your side. It's possible in the plenty of future of time that you have, you might find a girl that's worth marrying. That's an American. That is possible. All right. The way I recommend, again, set up dating profile big. Absolutely come visit the United States. But no, it is not my opinion that you can get the American dream anymore because there aren't any Americans here anymore. It's a bunch of spoiled little brats with pubes. That's all we are. It doesn't matter if you come from the privileged white suburbs and mommy and daddy paid for it, or you came from the ghetto where the government paid for everything. No one has to work anymore, which means no one suffers, no one struggles. And so they all get to school, 80% of major in stuff. I'm sorry, by the way, since you're 17, did you see how the millennials turned out? Because by the time you want to come here and start looking for women to get married, these fuckers will be in charge. They'll be the managerial class. How good did they turn out? Gen Z, which I guess you're part of, they're not going to be doing any better. No, dude. No. There is no American dream anymore. You just don't come here and get magic dirt. Ireland, last I recall, you guys have an epic history. This is even before you were born. But Ireland was the armpit of Europe. They had standards of living like 60% Euro average GDP. Now I think they're up to 120 or 140%. Gee, they cut taxes. They got rid of the welfare system. Oh my God, who saw that coming? So Ireland's not that bad, at least on paper. I've never been there. At least on paper, it's not too bad. And while you're in Europe, while you got the time, hop yourself a little boat or a plane over to wherever you land in France or whatever. Get on that train system. I'd tour the fuck out of East Europe. I mean, you're going to need a job. You're going to need money. Maybe you still have some families in that country you came from. Maybe you could crash there for a little bit, although it's not a great country. But at least you could springboard off into the rest of Eastern Europe. That's why. But for now, a young man, no. I would like to say dial your expectations. Like, oh yeah, they're still no, it's not. By the time you're ready to come here, I predict it will be not a full-blown socialist nation, but I mean socialist in a European sense. You know, we'll have free everything, and even then, that's not the problem. It's the quality and caliber of your average American. It's just so fucking low. They're so fucking stupid. They're so fucking entitled and so fucking spoiled. You can't even have a conversation. There are so few interesting, last remaining, true, rugged, individualistic Americans here that when you come here, really, I mean, this is okay. I'll give you another example. I lived in Buffalo, Wyoming. Atham, look it up. Right on the foothills of the Bighorn Mountains, some of those beautiful mountain and hiking areas. The people were fucking morons. And this is supposed to be who dang diggly conservative. We love our guns. No, bunch of meth heads and drunks. A bunch of trailer park trash. Even in, quote, conservative parts of the country. You're going to be like, wow, people are dumb. Man, people just have too much fucking money. It's just, there's almost an argument the government should just come in, take about 80% of people's money, say, all right, we're just going to save this, set this aside, maybe pay off the national debt. Let's see you fuckers get by on 20%. You could even say this COVID thing is good in that angle because it forces people to stay at home a little bit. Spend time with their loved ones, if they even love them anymore. But no, don't come here thinking you're going to have a life here. Do not make any future decisions based on the American dream. This isn't to say if you study the right thing, you wouldn't get a great job offer in the United States. No, dude, if you get $100,000 to come work in, well, not San Francisco because that's average, but let's say you get $200,000, you get some high-level programming thing or whatever. Come on over. Work here a little bit, man. Yeah, enjoy the United States. Live here a little bit. Yeah, I lived there for 3-4 years. You'll find out. You'll find out. You will. But no, if you want to see what American culture is, go watch Cardi B's latest video, the Vagina and the Dick, or whatever the hell her latest album is. Pussy, pussy, pussy. Oh my gosh, a dick. Pussy, pussy, pussy. Oh my gosh, I got a lick. You know, that's what your generation's gonna listen. Although she'll be like that. What was her name? Which only proves my point more. The other hot starlet that was really hot 10 years ago that no one remembers now. By the time you get here, it'll be some new loudmouth, ugly chick. So no, I would not base any of your future plans on coming here. David Little, $20. What's going on? Jeez, Dave, why are you so generous? Hey, Cappy, thank you for what you do. The best older brother that decent cuddle you. Dave, stop doing the text or voice to text. Just text it out, man. I'm going to read it as it is, Dave. I can't help it. Brother that doesn't coddle you. Update will be working from home. Had a car accident, but getting a check from the total loss. Now I could study minus a commute. Thank you again. There we go. Well, glad to help you out, Dave. Dave, you doing any reconnaissance out of town, out of the U.S.? Cat. $5. I've talked to so many 50 fat losers with daughters bragging about how their daughter is at a good college studying English or teaching or something. I know. I had an agent in the field text me, says, yeah, so I was on a dating app. I saw this girl. She said, I view teaching more of a lifestyle than a profession. It's just like, I just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you overpaid idiotic babysitter. Just shut the fuck up. Dude, kid, that's what you get to see now when you come to the United. I'm a teacher and I just love the things and the stuff and the people so much. How about making me a sandwich and being a loving wife? How about that? Oh my God. Man. Maybe your home, I'm not kidding, your home country might still have some gals that are a little appreciative of a man who could support himself and work. Good old buddy Josh Landra for $2. Women are calling themselves alpha female. Okay, yeah, sure. But they got to date a guy who's more alpha than them. But if they're the alpha female, they're the pinnacle. So what? What sliver of a man have we whittled it down to? He's got to be 6 feet. He's got to make 6 figures. And now he has to out alpha the woman. What are we down to? Like, there's not even one man out of the 320 million people who lived in here. There's like, we got like a toe. It's all made. Well, this toe is pretty alpha. There you go. Enjoy your love life. Scott Lukey, $5. The American dream was to be left alone and make the best life you can. Yeah. But today there are so many rules and regulations. Nobody minds their own business. Yeah. I mean, look, kid, to the client out in Ireland. You have people here who, if you say something outside of work, has nothing to do with work, you voice your political opinion. It could be something like, yeah, I like Trump. They will get you fired. Look up Brendan Ike. He made a donation to a proposition in California. That's like a bill or a law in the state of California, where it was to not make gay marriage legal. It was anti-gay marriage, of which I disagree with. I'm libertarian, but I'm a libertarian. He has the right to donate his money to that cause. They fired him. Mozilla fired him. Firefox. What was it? There was a guy who went and sat at Brett Kavanaugh's hearing, and he was somewhat of a higher up at Facebook. And when people saw him on television, there was like a committee formed of employees that wanted to file a complaint because this guy was showing support for Kavanaugh. It wasn't even a fucking trial. It's some old hag accusing him of something that happened 36 years ago, and by all means had bullshit merit to it. But we got it is here's another reason. It's an insane asylum here. Don't come here. Come here, go hiking by yourself, go shoot your guns. There's places in Las Vegas you can shoot full automatic weapons, get that kick if you want. But no, man, the people are, it's like cancer. It is. It is. It's just cancer. On the cellular unit level, people are becoming cancerous. And you just don't want to have anything to do with them. Oh, Scott. Fred Freeman solved for $5. Sexy Latino last year made me watch Cardi with her at a music fest. Oh my God, Fred. What? I think there's still economic opportunities, just not romantic. Invest, retire at 40. I would say no. I don't care how sexy the Latina is. No, I'm not going to a Cardi B performance with you. Hey, go over there, have as much fun. Brad Everett. Did I miss it? No, I didn't. $5. Hail Lord Cappy, economist on high. I like that. That's good. All right. Did I get them all? Okay, there we go. So I guess it's as good as any. August, if you didn't know, is Reconnaissance Man Month. So whether you're an American or you're a foreigner, if you're coming to the United States, get this book. It does make a good travel guide. I won't lie about that. But if you're an American and want to know where to live in the United States, this is an absolute must. I don't know, it's $12 or whatever. And it'll tell you which states not to visit, which states to visit to consider where to live. And then that way you'll save yourself a lot of money and time. I'm just scrolling through. I don't want to miss any super chats again. All right, good. Save it for the next video if you're going to, it's coming up. So yeah, get that book. In the meantime, if you got questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Look at it. I just saved this kid a ton of money. I just saved him. How much time, effort, and energy did I save this kid? Just by Asshole Consulting has a very high ROI. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.